And without further ado, thank you so much. I want to introduce our guest speaker. This young man, who's somebody I really admire and appreciate, and take to heart his leadership capacity, because he caught me when I was going on stage at a Charlotte International event with 21 or 22,000 people in the audience. I was going up the stairs, and my phone, I did not turn my phone off. They just mic'd me up, and I was getting ready to go out up from the backstage of the curtains, and my phone rang. I said, "Oh my God!" So I picked it up real quick, and he said, "Hi, this is Curtis Evans. You may not remember me, but I was in your Excel communication. I know you were the, number 2 guy over there, and I want to join your organization. It took me 6 people to get to you, but I want you to be my sponsor." I said, "Look, I'm just getting ready to go on stage. I'll call you back in an hour." Hung up the phone, turned my phone off, went on stage, did my did my training, got off stage, called him up. He says, "I'm ready to get started." And I brought Mr. Evans in, and since then it's because he knows, here again, like, right, he understands network marketing. Got to be regional director. His wife's regional director. He also popped another regional director, Mr. Reggie Larson, who's on here, who's about ready to go full time as well. He's already made a commitment to be a regional vice president without no excuses. He's just getting it done. He's out there every day. When I go to South Carolina, I mean, we'll go up the highway and wear a set of tires out in a matter of 2 or 3 days. And I'm never at my hotel room. He goes, "Well, you stay at my house. You want to take the couch?" I say, "Because watch this. We're never there. By the time he dropped me off at 1 o'clock in the morning, we're up at 6 out the door again." So it made sure, hey, why not? See, folks, are you building your business day by day, night by night? Are you going all out? You got to stretch yourself. Quit playing around. Get there. And then with this new service we're coming out with May 9th, are you kidding me? You got to be an RD to take advantage of it. Without further ado, from South Carolina, uh, the organization of Crew, and there's a bunch of them on the call today. Mr. One and only regional director, the one and only Mr. Curtis Evans.
How you doing, Al? Look like you guys are having a lot of fun. That's what we do when you build a business. You go out and build a huge business around the planet. I'm really happy to be on today. We're going to share some information for you. I hope it helps you. If you can get a sheet of paper and something to write with, it's going to be really simple. I got a couple of little short videos, and then we'll be all wrapped up. First of all, I want to say this. My goal, our team goal, Reggie and our team goal, we have a meeting in about an hour from now. And we're going to talk about what we're going to have to do to pop this RVP out, to get it out the way. Because when as an RVP, you really maximize the compensation plan. And I remember Dean Torelli saying that one of the president or co-founders told him that once you get the RVPs, maximize the comp plan. So let's just make that our goal, okay? Let's make it our goal to get to RVP. And the reason you can make it your goal is the only person who's going to really hold you back is going to be you. I mean, really, it's nobody at the job. Nobody don't like you, your boss, the supervisor, somebody that work for you. It's mostly you. And we're going to talk about the 3 things that are going to hold you up. My beginning day in ACN, although we're at least halfway over going to RVP, but my beginning day in ACN is today, May 1st, okay? So I want everybody to say today's your beginning day in ACN. And talk about how many IBOs you're gonna put in. We're talking about production. Let's just talk about how many IBOs you're gonna put. I think the average person on this call is as knowledgeable as you guys are, can probably put in 2 to 3 IBOs in this month on the low side, on the low side. And that's either you put them in, you should put in 1 or 2 that you're doing, and then you should help your team. But let's just say 3. So if everybody on this team could put in 3 IBOs, get them qualified. I said the new IBOs make some money. Make sure they have a PBZ. We're off and running. Well, there's some steps to that happen. That just don't happen by itself. Nobody calls you at home. I call Al because we have looked for Al for about a week and finally got the right number to get him. But for the most part, the only person that ever done that to me was a guy by the name of Troy Belton. Troy Belton years ago I called him, and then he called me back and he said, don't come meet me. I'm coming to you. So he came to my house and signed up. And a few months later, he was an executive director in our business back there. And that's equivalent to RVP now. Okay. So, but that's not going to happen all the time. You're not going to have him come knocking on your door, want to be a rep. Okay. That means we have to go out. We have to do the Sam Fosters. We got to go out and talk to other people. We got to get in front of other people. Now, so there's 3 things we got to do, 3 P's. I want you to write these down. We learned those last week in Dallas. The 3 P's are peaking, getting good at peaking people, And we got to remember when you peak, you can't say too much. That's the hardest part because you guys are all outward going people. Hardest thing is we talk too much. Okay. So if you can just say a little bit, get their interest. And if you can possibly get them on the phone with somebody besides you that can confirm what you just said, that this is a big money building business. Sometimes you can't, if they're at work, you can't. But if they're free, you say, yeah, I'm gonna take a phone call a second. Hold on a minute. And then let somebody say something to them so that you aren't crazy. Because remember, if you talk to somebody cold, you're crazy. You don't know who you are. Okay. And then you with this crazy man wants my phone number. Okay. And so, you know, it gets a little bit crazy right along in there. So if you can confirm that you're in a legit business and somebody can't wait to see you on tonight or tomorrow on a presentation, that would be great. So number one, we got to get good at peaking. Okay. Peaking. Okay. Now, when you say peaking, now we're talking about people you know and people you don't know. Now, I'm guaranteeing most of us haven't called the people in our phone that we know. So we got to peak everybody. Not some, we can't try to make a decision, okay? They told us in a meeting, try to recruit up now, but you may recruit down. I say down because this person may not know a lot of people, but you may know one person that knows somebody that knows somebody. So as you tap root, so just peak everybody. And how do you do that? You ask a question. Are you open to making any money? Do you keep your options open to making money? And a person will say, yes or no. If they say no, why are you bothering them? Why are you aggravating them? They're not interested in making money. They don't know nobody. You know, you're spending too much time with one person. Okay, so peaking is big. We know that. I didn't tell you anything you didn't know. The other P is presenting. Present. Have a standard meeting that you have. Do Zoom meetings all the time. Do lots and lots of Zoom meetings. I declare the people that make the most money in this business have more meetings. They used to have to say more meetings mean more money. Okay, and then the last P is promote. And what we are promoting these events. This is an event right here that you're on. Another event is tomorrow at 12. Another event that we have is at 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time. Those are events. The Zoom meetings are events. And then we have the public events that they can go to. And that's going to, we got one in Baltimore coming up. And then we have another one in Florida in October, November, and October rather. And so we're determined to go across that stage then as a RVP. So we'll be talking about that in just a little bit. So remember, peaking, presenting, and promoting events. Those are the three things that we do. So when you come to a convention, bring some people and teach them how to come to a convention and bring some people. Now, let's put some glue in this. All this makes sense. This is all stuff that you know or maybe don't know, but now you know it. How do you make this work? Well, it's something you got to have. It's called an attitude, okay? You got to have an attitude. And an attitude is something that once you got an attitude about the right thing, people notice it. They know you're serious. So you got to have an attitude. But before you have an attitude, you got to want something. You got to want something, okay? You got to want something. And the big thing for a lot of people is freedom. But here in the United States, we take freedom for granted. We just take it for granted. People in other countries, like in Mexico, or I don't know about Mexico, but some other countries, they can't take freedom for granted. They want freedom. They're coming here because they want freedom. So I'm going to give you a snapshot of what freedom looks like over 50 years. I try to find a video so I can do it. And I hope I can share, because I know Julian was sharing before, so I'm going to try to share a video. Now, I'm a big Porsche guy. I've had Porsches all my life. It's just me. You might be into pocketbooks, you might be into travel, you might be into a lot of things. You know, you might be into shopping, you might be into boats, you might be into, it's a lot of things to get into. But whatever it is you want, you need to find that out. Wherever you're passionate about, find that out and get into that. I've been around racetracks in Porsches, really fast tracks going different speeds and all this. And I know how to do all the crazy driving thing. And I want to learn to fly a plane. And I want a California contemporary home. But what I want you to do is to want something, because you can know about peaking, you can know about presenting, and you can know about promoting, but you don't want nothing, okay? So it's not nothing driving you to go get. And it could be something like freedom, but we already have that to a sense. Well, we don't. You work 50 years to get a Social Security check. The average Social Security check I just checked in the United States is $1,500. You work 50 years to get a residual check of $50. 50 years at 2,000 hours or what? A year is 100,000 hours that you work to get $1,500 or what? A month from Social Security. ACN has a way you can do that faster, triple it faster They're waiting around for 50 years. They got a system. So let's follow this. But first, you got to want something. I can't help you want something. If you want something, the 3 Ps get really easy. They get really easy because you want something. You want to be where Al is right now, or you want a car like I want. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can share the screen.
Where do I begin to tell the story of how great love can be? The sweet love story that is older than the sea. The simple truth about the love he brings to me. Where do I start? Like a summer rain that cools the pavement with a patent leather shine. He came into my life and made the living fine, and gave a meaning to this empty world of mine. He fills my heart. He fills my heart with very special things, with angel songs, with wild imaginings. He fills my soul with so much love that anywhere I go, I'm never lonely with him along. Who could be lonely? I reach for his hand, it's always there.
What is so important about driving faster than everyone else?
How long does it last? Can love be measured by the hours in a day? I have no answers now, but this much I can say. I'm going to need him till the stars all burn away, and he'll be there. He fills my heart with very special things, with angel songs, with wild imaginings. He fills my soul with so much love that anywhere I go, I'm never lonely with him along. Who could be lonely? I reach for his hand, it's always there. How long does it last? Can love be measured by the hours in a day? I have no answers now, but this much I can say. I'm going to need him till the stars all burn away, and he'll be there.
All righty. So what is it that you have in your life that you want like that? What is it that you have in your life that you want like that? Really bad, because when you sit down and make 30 or 40 phone calls a day, many phone calls a day, and nobody said yes. Nobody said nothing. You couldn't get a one thing out. And you tomorrow got to go back and do the exact same thing. And guess what you get to do on Wednesday? The exact same thing. Pick more people, call more people, talk to more people, because you do not make leaders. Leaders are found. You are finding a leader. A leader's going to, now you're going to over time help someone to learn, but over time you will find that you do not make leaders. You're going to look for leaders. And that's what you're doing, going through looking for leaders, 4 or 5 leaders, and you're done. And so you're going to have something glue that makes you make those phone calls, something you want that'll make you make those phone calls and make you make those calls that sometimes don't work, sometimes they do, sometimes people get started and they don't get far. It is going to be the glue, the thing that you want. So what do you want? You want to be with Al right now? Do you want to go where? Do you want to be in another country? You want to learn to fly a plane? You want to play a piano at a higher level? You want to go to a baseball game or football game and sit in the skybox? What do you want? I suggest, I can't do this for you. I suggest you find that out. Find that out. And then these 3 P's will be nothing. Peaking, nothing. Presenting, nothing. Promoting events, nothing, because you want something. And unfortunately in the United States, we got a lot. We have a lot. And so sometimes we just don't want anything, but find it, it's out there. So that's what I wanted to pass on to everybody today. Got one more thing I want to show you. And that is, you do not, if you're in ACN and you start working your way up to the highest levels, you won't have to wait so long, okay? Because of the 50-year thing I'll tell you about. You can get this done in a year or two. But I'm gonna show you an example of something. I had the opportunity to go on a trip with him to Panama. And on that trip to Panama, I got a chance to see how other people live. And I didn't have to wait 40, 50 years to retire and all that. So I'm gonna show you this. Hold on 1 minute.
Has been amazing. The people have been amazing.
Here in Panama, having an incredible trip with all of the other global leaders. What a great event this has been, a great trip it's been.
We're having so much fun with everybody. A vacation, a family reunion, ACN is family. So get here on the next trip.
It's relaxing, it's top conversations with top leaders. It's invaluable.
Incredible people, some of the best people from all over the world. ACN just first class all the way. I'm telling you, you gotta be here. This is one of those trips where you don't even know that you know. I didn't even know Panama was a thing until I got here.
Thank you, ACN, and if you're not here, you gotta be here on the next trip.
I'll tell you, there's going on vacations, and there are retreats, and retreats planned by ACN are unbelievable.
Panama has been an absolute amazing experience so far. Having a chance to spend time with all the global leaders and especially learning from the co-founders have been just unbelievable.
Here in Panama, it has been nothing short of phenomenal.
The training has been absolutely world class. I mean, by the time we walked out, vision has exploded.
Panama is amazing. The best part about it is being able to spend time with our friends from all around the world.
Can't wait to see everybody qualify for next year in the Bahamas, so hope to see you there.
This is not just world class. This is on a whole other planet, but you got to put in the work in order to get the reward. So make sure that you go RVP this year to qualify to be at the next retreat.
It doesn't take that much, but you know what? You deserve it. Why not you?
The food was amazing. The experiences were amazing. Learning about the country of Panama.
Thank you, ACN and co-founders. It's been wonderful. ACN for life.
I gave you a personal thing with me. I love planes, I love horses, I love a lot of things, but that's personal. Do you have to wait that long to get all of that? No, because if you can get to RVP, I want everybody looking at RVP, maximize the comp plan. Al wants you there, Sam wants you there, everybody wants you there, Julian wants you there, all of us want us there. Let's get there so that we can go and do these trips. These trips are just a byproduct of a lot of work. And I'm prepared to do that this year with somebody on this call. So let's go out there and let's make it happen. That is just a couple of years ago, right before the pandemic. The company changed completely. I would love to just put Julian on right now. Julian, can you unmute for a second?
Yes, sir.
What year did you come into business, Julian?
Man, 06.
Okay, 06. Now, Julian, has there been a few changes since 06?
Oh my goodness, has there been? Yeah, and I think,
go ahead.
I think this is going to be the craziest one with what we're doing with Impact.
I believe you're right. I'm certain you're right. The company has changed so much in the last 3 years that anybody that's been in the last 3 years would not know the company. Now, I feel bad for the new people coming in. They think this is the way it always has been. Okay, I remember getting bonus checks with $30 on it, $27 after they took the $3 out. It was $27. Everybody, why are you still doing that? Because as the company grew, as they learned more and more and more, we kept going. Remember, there's some rules to wealth. Wealthy people usually see an idea, a business idea. Wealthy people usually see a business idea, and they would take a long time. I mean, they'll take a short period of time, study it, and then they'll start. And they won't stop until that thing does what that thing does. Hiccups, problems, they don't care. They'll stay with it a long time. Poorer people, money-wise, poorer people typically will think a long time about something, forever procrastinate, forever about a $225 expense. And then as soon as one little thing goes wrong, they're out. Just like that. 1 week, 2 weeks, a week later, if you don't believe it, go to the health club and they just won't do it. And so it's a fact that this is a long-term game, but they got short money in there for us right now. So let's get through that comp plan, get through it quick, peak a lot of people, present to a lot of people, and promote events, and don't worry about the outcome. Just keep pushing, because when you run into a leader, boom, you'll see thousands of people come in your organization, but we got to get through a lot of people to get to the people we're looking for. That takes care of what I have for today. The Porsche events, if you want more of that, I can give you that. But we got a lot of things going on. I was at the Atlanta Center just a few weeks ago, driving a 997 around 992 around the track. And I want to do the one in California. So maybe some of you guys will join me out there when we come out there. So with that said, thank you very much. I'm going to turn it back over to Al.